mystical light beings, and welcome to Lena Mystic, where we embrace our spiritual awakenings by identifying our personal power and authentic selves. If you'd like to become a part of this tribe, go ahead and like, share, subscribe, and comment down below. Also, turn on your post notifications. It's that bell right down here. Just click on that so that you can be the first to know about all of my upcoming videos. And if you have any crazy, insane, relevant stories, share them with me through email. Send it to letters to lenamystic@gmail.com. That's letters, the number 2, lenamystic@gmail.com. Thank you guys so much. Let's go ahead and talk about this video though. So this is a divine message just for you. Those of you who don't know what a pick a card is, you're just gonna pick the group, card, or crystal that just resonates the most with you, or even number. And whatever your heart and your intuition is leading you more towards is most likely your group, okay? And if you can't pick a group, then that means this video may not be for you, okay? But be patient with yourself and don't push yourself too much. This is group 1, 2, and 3. Pick whichever one just resonates the most. Now we're gonna get into group 1. Group 1, I'm definitely channeling that the message for you is to love yourself and really enjoy who you are and where you are in your life as well. Because there is this sense of feeling that love does not really truly exist in the way that you want it to, but it does. But that love starts with you first. If you're looking for relationships or a different love life right now, then the best thing to do is to appreciate who you are and how far you've come so that you can identify your self-worth. And in that process, you're going to attract the man or the woman that you're looking for. If you're already in a relationship, then loving yourself is just as important. So make sure that you're practicing self-love each and every day, no matter if you've been together for 2 months or 3 years or 20 years. It doesn't matter. Self-love is very, very important because you are always with yourself, so love yourself. I see that once you grow self-love for yourself, that relationships will get better in your life. This is, you know, parent to child relationships. This is sister to sister, brother to brother, or sister to brother relationships. This is relationships all throughout your life. They're just gonna get a lot better because you're understanding yourself better, and that is going to allow other people to understand you as well. I'm channeling this message through the Lovers card and the love is all around with a Nightingale spirit. So I sense that you're a romantic, okay? That you like romantic things. But I think that the most important thing to do right now is to give yourself that romance. Set up that picnic just for yourself. If you've been waiting for someone else to plan a picnic for you, set that picnic up just for yourself. Learn how you want it and treat yourself with that love that you want to, you know, get from others. Give yourself that love so that you don't have to look anywhere else. Love is all around for you, okay? But that love starts within. Fox Spirit says, think on your feet. So with this, I'm more so feeling that you need to start feeling, you know, feeling more. Instead of thinking too much, start feeling more. Allow yourself to feel. I think that a lot of you have already shut off your emotions because of the things that you've been through or the relationships that you've been in. But it's time to feel. Let yourself feel, and think on your feet is basically, to me, acknowledging how you feel and acting based off of that. But do it in the, you know, the best way possible, I guess. Kind of match your feelings with your thoughts, but don't let your thoughts or your mind tell you, oh, it worked out this terribly, or it worked out this terrible way last time, so it's not gonna work out again. But your heart is like, give it a chance, give it a chance. Give it a chance, guys. Like, I think that a lot of us think if we get hurt in the process or we fail in the process, then that's all it is. That's the end of the story. But that's not how life works. You will fall. And don't run away just because you think you might fall. Run away because it's not for you, you know? But if it's for you and you fail in the process, then that's okay, because that means you were meant to learn a lesson. So what lessons did you learn every time you fail? Ace of Summer. Let's see what this card says. It says, open your heart to love. That's so funny that I was just saying that you may feel like, oh my God, like I can't give it a chance, but your heart is saying, give it a chance. It's funny, I haven't seen this before. I didn't read this before this. It says, open your heart to love, the beginning of a new intimate relationship or the rebirth of a current one. Wow, I love that. I love that. The awakening of psychic abilities or spiritual epiphanies. So once you start opening your heart and that love that you deserve to receive is when your gifts start to kick in, because I sense that your gifts have a lot to do with your heart and your passion. So once you welcome in or open up your heart, so many great things are coming to you. Don't always look at things as fail or succeed, but look at things as a journey, okay? It all comes together. This is an Alice in Wonderland card, and I love Alice in Wonderland, guys, but it says a moment's regret, nostalgia, idolizing the past, fearing you've made a mistake. So some of you guys may live your life looking back at the past like, oh my god, I miss that old body that I used to have. It was just so fit, so skinny, it was this and it was that. But you're kind of idolizing the past and saying it was better than what it actually was. You're not really looking at all of the aspects, and you're thinking in that moment in your present that what you have is not better than the past. But you have to realize that you've come further than you were in the past, and you've grown a lot. So give yourself credit where credit is due. I think that a lot of us hold on to our mistakes and we look at them as just like, we're a terrible person for making that mistake, or we should have known better. But mistakes are our best lessons. Those are things that we were meant to go through so that we can progress and move forward eventually in our lives. So you should not regret things, but you should look at them and say, what did I learn? How can I bring that lesson into my future and my present? This one says you can't go back to yesterday, so it's time to stop looking back and wishing that you can go back there or fix your mistakes or live that life that was so luxurious that really wasn't because you had issues, but you know, you've done the shadow work in the present time and now life is actually better, but it may be hard for you to see. So it's time to give yourself credit where credit is due, okay? This is a big thing for you, and this is a big message for you. This dolphin card says this and that are true. So yes, you've made mistakes, but it's also true that you've come a far way, that you've learned from those mistakes, okay? So don't just say, I've made a mistake. That is not the end of your story. It does not have a period. It has a semicolon or a comma or something that just says, my sentence is not done, okay? So don't stop at that mistake. Don't stop at that failure. Keep pushing, keep going. You deserve success. And this last one says, we're all mad here. I love that quote from Alice in Wonderland. We're all mad here because we all are. We all think differently. We're all unique. It says everyone is a little different. So be different. Be who you are. And know that you deserve love no matter what. Because you do. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, and comment down below. And I will see you in another video. See ya. Alright, group 2. Hello. How are you? How are you doing? You picked rose quartz, which is such a beautiful crystal, which also tells me that you're probably, you know, a big fan of love, or you're, you know, struggling with love. That's the other end of it. But romance may be something that means a lot to you at this phase in your life. It also tells me that you have a great heart with the rose quartz. You have a great heart, and you're always working on your heart. So let's see what it says. Let me just take it. A deep breath and try to receive messages from your guides to mine. Okay, so your message is that you are really invested in other people and other people's journeys. I can see that. And I think that sometimes you come off a little bit too aggressive. So I suggest that you step back a little bit in situations where people are not really asking for your recommendations, and you kind of wait till they ask you, or if it's like an emergency, you tell them. But I see that it can come off as you think you know it all. So be cautious when you do speak up and you say, hey, I think you should go this way instead, because people have this thing where it's almost like they see how great you are, and it kind of makes them feel like they're in competition with you, which you're like, I'm not in competition with you. In fact, I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to be your partner. But it comes off a little weird to them. I'm definitely sensing Scorpio vibes for some of you. But when you enter a room, you're noticeable. Like, people notice you. And it comes off as they feel like you're their competition. okay? I just wanted to go ahead and give you that message. Sing Your Own Song says that you may post about things that you're doing. For some of you, you may post about things that you're doing before they kick off, or you may be giving yourself that sense of appreciation, you know, on platforms and stuff. But I think that you should let other people like boost your head up and post about it before you do, and you just share that. Because once again, people see you as competition, and it can kind of piss off people. And I'm not saying like downgrade yourself so that you don't piss off people. I'm saying that you should let other things speak for you in a lot of cases. So see when it's necessary, and when it's not, just step back a little bit and, you know, chill. Sing Your Song also tells me that some people may see you talking about yourself and how proud you are of yourself as being cocky or conceited, but you're not conceited. You're just trying to be proud of yourself, and a lot of people don't notice that. The Dreamer tells me that you think differently and very creatively, and you're not meant to do the average person thing, which is why people look at you as competition, because they're like, this person isn't like everybody else. Like, why can't they just be like everybody else? Like, you may not wear things that other people wear. Your hair may not be like other people. The way you do your makeup may be unique. The way you wear your nails may be unique. Like, the shoes you wear may be unique, and people see you as someone who stands out, and they want to stand out just as much as you, and that is why they may see you as a threat. This is basically just explaining why people see you in the certain way that they do. It says, embrace your true purpose. Bring a new adventure. Trust yourself. So trust yourself. A lot of you have been postponing your goals and things that you want to do because you don't think that you're ready, or you don't think that you look well enough, or whatever it is, you feel like there's something stunting you. And I just want to say that it is time to trust yourself, because you're going to learn in the process, and starting is the most important part, because once you start, that means that you're learning the processes, okay? So don't postpone, do it now. It is great for you to start this now. Whatever it is, it's great for you to start this goal now. 10 of Summer. This one says, an emotionally fulfilling life with family or friends, raising children wisely, people you can trust. So I see people that you can trust coming into your life, and maybe you've battled with trust a lot in your life, but I see that your life is shifting, and it's bringing you in a direction where you can finally learn to trust. But in a way, in the past, you learned not to trust everyone right off the break, and you have such a warm heart that it's easy for you to just say, yes, I want to invest myself in this person. I want to help this person. I want to be a part of this person's journey. But your life has taught you that you cannot fix everybody's issues. You can't help everybody. You must help who wants to help themselves as well. It says, an emotionally fulfilling life with family or friends. So I see that friends and family and just people who love you is a big part of your life. And I think that you really should just let your heart open up. But you should also know where to open it up so that you're not sucking in negative energy in cases that you shouldn't be. I think that a lot of grounding techniques would be good for you. I see root chakra damage for some of you, and I think that just sitting out on the ground or running in the rain or dancing or lighting sage would be really, really beneficial for you in your personal growth. For spring, some of you probably really, really like spring. It says, be grateful. You have so much to celebrate. You've come so far in your life, and I really think it's time for you to give yourself credit, because you deserve it. And you've done so much with your life that a lot of people haven't done who are much older. And I'm not saying to compare yourself, but I'm saying that I don't know if some of you are like scared of dying and not doing much, but you've done a lot. Like, your family is proud of you, although they may not say it out loud because they think you already know. And it's crazy because you come off as this person who already knows, because you speak about some of the things that you've done, but you're actually really needing that words of affirmation from people, but people don't give it to you because they think you already know. That's why they don't say anything. And you might be like, well, what do you think about this? Do you like this? And they're just like, yeah. And you're like, well, is it crappy? But it might be really, really good. People may just not know how to give you the sense of appreciation that you do want as a part of your love language. It says, be grateful. You have so much to celebrate. Deep feelings of peace and happiness, a centered personal life. So let's work on our personal, appreciation of ourselves and those words of affirmation, because I think that words of affirmation are really powerful for you in your experience. And I think that once you start saying those things to yourself, you won't be looking for approval from other people. Lead the way. this tells me that you're automatically a leader. I mean, I already knew that. You definitely lead the room, you guide the room. I mean, you may have a job that says, you know, you're not a manager, but you always act like the manager, or you always bring that leadership to whatever position you're in, and you are really invested in the things that you do. It says, be a leader, show others how it's done. You can help others. Yes, I love that. Show others how it's done. So the thing is, you do know how to do a lot of things, but I think that you should apply to those positions before you actually do the jobs of other people and for other positions, because you deserve to get paid more. Whatever you're doing, you deserve to get paid more, because you do a lot of the bulk of the work that the whole team should be doing together, but you do it, which means that you should be in a leadership position, okay? So work in that leadership position. Use your time well, make every moment count. This goes hand in hand with work as well. When you clock out, be clocked out. Don't be checking those emails, because personal time is very, very important, especially when you have family in your household. You want to set aside that clock out time for your family, because family needs you as well. Your heart is so big and your family loves to be with you, so give them that time. That's what they need right now. For those of you who are living by yourself, I do want to say that spending time with yourself and self-care is very, very beneficial and important for you. And also those of you who are working, don't just spend time with your family, but spend time with yourself too. Do things that you enjoy doing. Never jam today. What does this say? Let's see. Promises that never come to be. Empty words, not living in the now. Wow. Okay, so guys, we're about to dive into the shadow work. So some of you have a lot of goals, and you say that you're gonna do them, you say that you have this idea and everything, but it's time for you to work on it. It's time for you to trust that you're ready. Be here now, do it. Make it happen, because you deserve that. You've earned that in your life. So work on those goals, make them happen, and then let it speak for itself, and then share it and be proud of yourself. But don't post and say, oh yeah, I'm going to do this, or I'm going to do that. You're kind of, it's not that, it doesn't really have to do with, you know, putting it out in the universe, but you're kind of letting other people put their negative energy into it, like, oh yeah, right, you're not gonna do that, you never do anything. Like, you don't want people to put that energy into it, so do it first and then share it. Magic works through you. Your words are very powerful. Manifestation is very powerful for you. So make sure that you're speaking these words to yourself, and you're believing this within yourself, so that you can manifest your dreams into your reality. Time to collaborate. Teamwork is really, really great for you. I see that working as a team would be really, really beneficial for you, because you work well with other people. Whether you think so or not, other people being around kind of feeds you this energy. Sometimes it's a little negative, but oftentimes it feeds you. It's like food to your soul. You like to be around other people, so make sure that you're working with other people, around other people, and listening to other people and speaking to other people. If you've been in the house a lot, and I know that some people have to be in the house a lot right now, but if you've been in the house a lot and not been getting out at all, that is not beneficial for you. You need to connect to nature at least. Two of Autumn says, bring fun into everything that you do. So if you don't have a job that's fun for you, make it fun or get a new job, okay? And juggling multiple priorities or jobs. Some of you have too much on your plate. Just too much. It's too much. It's overwhelming, and it's stressing you the hell out. So step away from some of those priorities. And just like I said earlier, some of you are taking on management responsibilities, but you don't have the management job title. Don't do that, because that's screwing you over. You're working yourself too hard and not even getting paid back in energy or produce or money or whatever it is. You're not getting paid back what you deserve. So you're putting out all of this energy, but now your cup is empty, and you don't have anything left for your family, your friends, the new relationships you're going to get into, or even yourself. An exceptional talent for multitasking. So you have a lot of special abilities and special talents. So it's time to do those things that are fun for you, and instead of doing that management position that you're not getting paid for and doing the job title of someone else's job and not getting that pay grade, it is time for you to spend that time working on your craft, whether it be art, writing, well, writing is an art, or, you know, fixing things up, I don't know, construction, like whatever it is, work on those things, because those are the things that make you happy and make you feel at peace. So definitely change your routine to something of knowing your self-worth, giving yourself worth, and focusing on yourself and self-love and your family and those things that make you happy. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, and comment down below, and I will see you in another video. See ya! Hello group 3, let's get into your reading. So I'm already sensing this, this energy of try to plan and figure out whatever it is that you want in your life. So I think that focusing on your intention and then letting it manifest will be very powerful for you, considering that you don't know exactly what you want yet. So try to figure out exactly what you want, how you want it to work out, and just know that the universe has a plan as well. But with you focusing on your intention, it can manifest a lot easier and a lot quicker. Lizard Spirit says to dream the world into being. So I think that once again, focusing on your intention and then trying to manifest it will be a very powerful experience for you, because you kind of know what you want and you're not lost. Two of Summer says falling in love or making a serious commitment to someone. So this next phase in your life, you're going to be making a commitment of love with someone. Forgiveness and the resolution of a problem. Don't give up. Your relationship can be healed. So if you've been thinking about leaving someone right now, I think that this is confirmation saying that maybe there is a little bit more work that you can do to see if you can heal this relationship and this love that you have and re-spark it. So this is that confirmation saying, give it another chance. Try to figure out what's going wrong. Do you not know that person's love language? Are you loving them the way that they need to be loved? Are you being loved the way that you need to be loved? Have you gotten everything off of your chest? Give that relationship a chance. Release says that you should let go of the past. So maybe if you're thinking about leaving a relationship because of the past or something that's happened in the past, it's time for you to really look at the past and say, is it worth holding on to? Is it bringing me down or is it pushing me forward? And if it's bringing you down, then it's worth releasing, okay? And I think that a lot of us hold on to past mistakes that we've made in our relationships and that other people or our significant other has made in the relationship, and we have to ask ourselves, is this person worth it? Is it worth it to continue this relationship with this person? Does this person mostly ignite happiness in me, or do they mostly ignite anger and sadness? Ask yourself those questions so that you can figure out if this person is worth it or not. It says let go of the past and ending that makes way for new opportunities. Time to move on. So try to move on from those past things that are holding you back and not moving you forward in your life. Three of Spring says plan your next steps with an eye to the long term. See, I think I said this in the beginning, where you need to actually plan, you need to prep, and you need to focus on your intention so that it can manifest. Because when you plan for the long term, you're basically figuring out how you want things to go. You're not just thinking, right now in this moment, I want this. And then once that moment is over, you don't have what you really want. So ask yourself, what do you really want? What do I really want to bring into my life? Have patience, okay? Patience is very, very important. Patience is very, very important. It's a virtue, okay? There are more good things to come. Satisfaction from a job well done. So any goals that you've been working on, I see them coming to fruition into your life, and that income of whatever it is that you've been looking for is coming into your life. The Empress says it's time to take action. The power of creativity, success that allows for a life of luxury. So I feel like there's so many things going on in this reading. It's saying plan out your actions, take the next step. So I think that it's saying together, plan out your action and then take that next step. I do not think that it's saying just do. I think that it's saying plan it out and then do. But this is definitely the time to plan those things out, and this is the time to do those things, okay? Strength says the grace and inner strength needed to overcome challenges. So you have a very powerful amount of strength, you're very, very powerful in yourself. And I think that the universe is saying that all you went through is teaching you how to get along with how your life is going now, and to prepare other people in your life as well for the things to come. It says the power of kindness and forgiveness. Time to embrace how wonderful you are. So if there's that baggage that we were just talking about, if you're holding on to that baggage, it's time to release it so that you can move forward in your life. Forgiveness is key in a lot of situations, but you must go through it. I know, guys, you must go through the pain, let yourself feel it, and then release okay? You don't want to always be the victim. You want to be the victor. So make sure that you go through this, you figure out why it hurts so bad and what lesson you may have learned from it. And then after that, you can rise above it. There is always enough, okay? So I feel like maybe you've been feeling like there isn't enough, like there's never enough money, there's never enough food or whatever it is, there's never enough of something. And I think that the universe is trying to teach you that there is always enough of what you need. So you will always have what you need, okay? You must trust that. There's always enough also tells me that there's a way that you try to heal other people all the time, and you try to give so much to other people, and the universe is saying, I gave you what you needed, and I gave you a little bit for other people, but not for everybody. You can't fix everybody's issues, okay? You can't. You just can't. I'm sorry. I think that you need to spend a lot more time with yourself and healing yourself more than trying to heal the world right now. I think that healing yourself is a part of healing the world. 8 of Spring. Stress that comes from having many things happening at once. Successful multitasking, sudden events or changes. So there's a lot going on right now. Like I said, try not to put too much on your plate because it says stress that comes from having many things happening at once. So if you've been signing up for a lot of things all at once or in the same time frame, then that's too much for you. Make sure that you're leaving enough time for your family, your friends, and yourself, and your job as well. Like, put these things on your schedule and your planner and saying, hey, you know, I'm already doing 3 things that day. I don't think I should put anything else on my plate. It's time for you to learn how to say no. I'm definitely sensing that a lot of you say yes. You're the yes man or the yes woman. And I think that needs to be shifted into let me check. Let me check my schedule. Let me check my planner. I wonder what will happen next. Ready to adventure. Change is coming. Pause before action. Okay, so your reading is just so contradicting. It's almost like it's saying time to take action. Oh, pause before you take action. I definitely do think that the theme is thinking before you act. So I think this goes hand in hand with before you say yes, try to think whether or not it's the best time to say yes. So you should practice saying, let me check to people, because I think that a lot of people look at you as their plan A and not like their plan B or E, but their plan A. So say, let me check to people so that they know that you do have a life outside of their troubles and their issues. Pause before action also tells me that it's important to plan. Plan before you do things, because you don't want to put too much on your plate, and you also want to make sure that you're planning it to go a certain way and you're setting that intention so that whatever that intention is, it's coming to your reality. Growing up, it says wanting to grow and experience. Rejection of perpetual youth. Okay, so I think that some of you take yourself a little too serious. It's time to enjoy life, to have fun, and know that just because you're an adult now or you're getting older doesn't mean that things have to be so serious. Adulthood is about having fun too, okay? And adulthood is about finding the balance in your life. So welcome in that balance with gratitude. Follow the white rabbit. It says curiosity meets opportunity. So it's time for you to get back into learning and trying to learn more things and being open-minded to your guides, to yourself, to your life experiences, to going back through things and confronting things. It's time for you to open up your mind and say, hey, I'm ready to experience life for all that it is. That's funny, because Bat Spirit says a rebirth is assured. So you definitely are going through this new, or this rabbit hole, I guess you could call it, the rabbit hole, yeah. It says follow the white rabbit, just like we just read, follow the white rabbit. So you're going through this rabbit hole of almost chaos in a way, and it's a spiritual awakening. I see 1111 for you, and 1212, and 1010, and all these crazy numbers, 777. And it's telling me that you're going through a rebirth and your life is shifting in a new direction, and that is why it's so important for you to focus on that intention so that it can manifest, and to also figure out what you want in your life, and to also start saying no more, because you need to focus more on yourself and to love yourself. Horse Spirit says this weariness is wrong. Freedom is yours. You deserve freedom, okay? So it's time for you to take better care of yourself so that you can have that sense of freedom in yourself already. I think that this is going to be a very transitional period for you, and once you let go of this baggage, you will welcome in so much growth, but that baggage is holding you back, and it's kind of like you're basically like your suitcase is already filled up. so you can't fit that new clothes in there. Or your closet is already filled up with old clothes, so you can't put new clothes in there. So it's time to get rid of some of that old stuff that no longer represents you and who you are as a person. That includes decluttering, okay guys? It is great to declutter and get rid of things that represent who you were in the past but no longer who you are now. I think that this is going to be a very powerful experience for you because this rebirth is life-changing. I hope that you welcome in this growth with gratitude and love and patience and happiness and all of those great things. You deserve it, okay? You definitely do. Manifest what you deserve and desire. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, and comment down below, and I will see you in another video. See ya!